And good morning and welcome to the VSA Couple 5 Minute Morning Miner on Monday the 16th of February. And we're all back from the crazy mining in Darba, which really was crazy this year. It was just so busy and everybody running around doing this and that, and people down there who you've never seen before, and you wonder, what are they doing down there? Really quite extraordinary. We didn't do as many recordings as we'd hoped to, but that was just we got incredibly tied up. Nothing to do with the fact that on Thursday we were playing golf very early in the morning, I promise you. Anyway, there we go. It's half-term week, so there's quite a lot of people out this morning, but that doesn't stop us from anything. Paul, morning, how are you?
I'm fairly well, thank you. Fairly well. Important to point out, too, it's Chinese New Year as well.
It is the year of the fire horse, which shows enthusiasm and speed and action. It's a good year to be in. Get things done. Anyway, on that note, let's get things done. News this morning, it's a little bit itsy bitsy, to be honest with you, and quite thin. Why don't we just start? There was an update from Tungsten West. We seem to talk about this one an awful lot, but clearly it is quite relevant and important for our client base. They've signed some EPC contracts, but actually, you would expect them to. I'm not quite sure that this really is particularly new news. I mean, they've got the money, so now they're going to go and sign things to get it going. But have you got a different take on it, Paul?
No, not particularly. This is just progress report, essentially, with the press release that they've signed an EPC contract to appoint a duo group to do the crushing, screening, and sorting components engineering procurement there. And Gecko has gotten the contract to provide plant equipment into the a rebuild of the plant there at Hemerton. So it's just an update, more or less, of how they're going about restarting the project.
Let's just hope it's not a rerun of what happened 4 years ago when we IPO'd them and raised them £40 million. They did exactly that because they got a load of money, and of course then it didn't quite all happen, did it? I don't think it'll be the case this time, but it is a bit of a rerun, so one has to be a little bit cautious. Also, I noticed Pulsar Helium. It's on it's a client of ours. They're now getting good drill results out of Jetstream 6, aren't they, Paul?
Yes, that's right. This is their Topaz project in Minnesota, helium for helium production or eventual helium production here. Jetstream 6 drilling results while or pressure testing while drilling is showing at least three additional pressurized gas zones on the way down toward what they hope to complete at 3,000 feet of depth. These new gas zones are above 2,300 feet in depth, and the bottom hole pressures are quite high, which suggests that there's going to be some good. When they get formalized pressure results on well testing, there should be some good gas flows from this well as well. And they will move, once they complete the total depth on 6, they'll move to Jetstream 7, which will have a similar depth, and that Jetstream 7 about 2.2 miles northwest of the Jetstream 1 well.
Very good. Right, go on, Paul. I'll let you talk a few things that you've spotted.
Yeah, on Friday, we also had from a VSA client Myriad Uranium there, the uranium explorer in Wyoming. It is now a formally signed agreement between Myriad and Rush Rare Metals for Myriad to take out Rush for full ownership on the Copper Mountain uranium project there in Wyoming. That particular deal that they've signed and arranged makes sure that the Rush shareholders get one Myriad share for every 1.85 Rush shares. So that formalizes the agreement, and Myriad now has 100% of the property.
Okay. Anything else?
And we like tin, as you know, and we had an update on drilling there in the DRC by London quoted Rome Resources. They gave us an update back on February the 5th on the Kasayai project, and they've reported some more XRF assay results on core from four additional holes 24 through 27 on the Kalai BC North prospect. And they are very good 10 intervals for sure. Grades there between 1 and 11 meters at over 3% tin. So, and very shallow depth on these two as well, well below 100 meters in depth on most of these holes. So, looking very positive at this point for them.
Okay, and finally, actually, just as a small update from last week's Mining Indaba, I was a judge on the Deal Makers Den, and on the first day, we voted the winner as a Red Sea Resources, which is a private company developing a very, very interesting gold situation in Egypt. It'll sort of be a rerun of Centamin. It's currently private. It's in a pre-IPO stage. Again, anybody who has an interest in that, feel free to contact us. And then on the second day, we voted through as the winner Midnight Sun, which obviously is a TSX-listed Zambian copper play that we have been very positive on and remain very positive on. So well done to those two companies for winning the Deal Makers Den. And on that note, thank you very much. Back tomorrow.
See you then.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.